game in the world and the pro Dota scene that can make Ricky work. Maybe next time. That has got to be. I've seen him play Bounty Hunter so many times. Ricky kind of fulfills the same role, and I know he can make the tier work. We'll have to see how that works out for him, but funny how he's scared to go to the high ground just because of what Alliance did last time to him, where they had the sentry there. That's
yeah,
funny.
and I was like, he doesn't
real.
care. He's like, they'll definitely not sentry that one again. And he was heading that way. But now he's taking his business towards the top rune now. And between him and Skylark, I don't know if they're going to have much of a say here. But they are going to see Alliance kind of make their move in and to block out this camp. Or at least now they'll put the obs to the high ground here. Something that obviously they will be able to see. And if it is going to be an off-lane Night Stalker, which it is, maybe they can try to give him a bit of trouble when he tries to move for that side camp at all.
Yep. And Courier going top first. I'm gonna have to start watching these games and going top lane first. Bounty Hunter and Ricky now, just for the next levels. Ace scouting out the dust. And what did S4 start with? I guess in this situation you might not need the regen because you feel so tanky, so you might not need it. But this is where Thug kind of needs to play very aggressive. Looking at S4 not getting that Alpha ferried out.
And we also have to make sure we can touch base with bottom lane here, the Wisp jug lane, as they try to do their best to zone back this Admiral Bulldog Beastmaster. It's going to be pretty difficult. Beastmaster pretty content usually with these 1v2 situations and being able to hold his own in the lane. And as long as he has these boards, the CS will continue to come. But also mid lane here, as you see now, maybe next time makes his appearance. He gets the few slashes in to S4, but it's a Viper after all, and never going to be an easy target to take down. And just more pinching and poking. Oh, a commitment now for Bulldog. He's in trouble. He has to go for the deny. He's not going to get it. Spartan does, and it's going to be at Finem who's strike first.
Yep. Really good.
On the other side, Loda, back into that one. Loda makes it away, but Spartan wants to get here. Does he have a tether creep? He's gone. Oh my god.
Can you get the block to maybe next time block? It's there, boys! Oh, come on, you move! No! No.
Okay, he keeps going. Spartan's waiting for a tether. Here it comes. Spirit Ball's gonna be flying out. It'll pop, but this is Ogre. He's got 8 armor. He's got regen. He's got gains. He's hard to kill. He's juking. He's waiting for his own deny. He also not gonna get it. Spartan takes
mid
that
lane.
one
Here
too.
we go. We got a man fight of the century here. Who's gonna win this? Still has the fairy fire. Really well played from Thug, understanding that if he had won that would be death.
Okay, that was action across all 3 lanes. One right after the other. These teams really just took off like the fire of a gun. And that started with Bulldog kind of getting taken down in that bottom lane. And Spartan, who's quite the mobile Wisp. My god. He's got his bottle now, but he was quick to show up in that top lane also. Was so close to even getting the Loda kill, too. Oh, he did get Loda, didn't he? He got Loda.
Yep. Yeah, the creeps got Loda. It went back on him and then I don't know if he got the EXP though. That's what I was trying to figure out, but I think it's so close.
Sorry, top lane, they see maybe next time, but they're trying to bait it as if they don't. But they'll just eat the slash and kind of step back, it looks like, while he works with the creep pool here. Man, what a pretty aggressive game at the start. Supporters from both sides really free to run around as we see EGM kind of do the same. He'll take his business towards the top lane here because they recognize that the Ricky's going to be hanging around, trying his best to, perhaps be a headache for Loda so he can't get that easy farm.
Man, when's the last time you could ever really say that Puck was beating a Viper in a 1-in-1?
Yeah, 16 on the Puck to the 11 of Viper. And this isn't any normal Viper player. I mean, it's S4 after all. A Puck master in his own right. Definitely running into a little bit of a struggle here.
Yeah, I've just watched Thug, and I was gonna thought real quick because maybe top lane.
Yeah, I've been watching this top lane as much as I can.
It's getting very, very foot. man here.
Yeah, they're flirting with each other here.
Oh, yeah.
You want to come for this camp? They do, but they don't know how to approach it properly. It looks like Ricky's going to take his business elsewhere, at least head up and around after picking up what looks like the bounty rune now. Good bonus for him. And he'll just kind of continue his path all the way down here towards the bottom. How's bottom been, by the way? Beastmaster at level 3. Madara, level 5
mid lane,
on his jug. Mid lane, they made the jump for Ricky. Ricky holding in. Now Spartan shows up. Oh my god, the Ricky's so low, he will end up going down. S4 will be returned. EGM shows up and he gets redemption. It actually works out to be a double kill for S4.
Alright, that was a half a second early, and they missed a lot of stuff.
And they're getting low to top lane, or at least they were trying to. It looks like a dagger will finally pop off.
Oh, bottom lane too.
Are you serious?
I mean, Bulldog, Madara went for the spin and just. But Wisp was around too. Could have went for the tether play. Oh boy.
Definitely gonna keep me on my toes for this one here. Both these teams really. The second they see something go down in one lane, they quickly recognize that they may have the numbers advantage in another lane, and that's where they go. And it causes a lot of this simultaneous action here. Maybe
bottom lane. I think they're gonna go. Yeah.
Yep. No. Oh. No commitment will be had here. A little bit longer, and they'll have that Omni Slash at least available. The kill potential will definitely be a lot easier for them.
That's what I thought too. I thought you were gonna wait for the ulti there, but just poking and prodding there from maybe next time, showing his cards.
And now back to the business at mid lane. S4 will sidestep, but now even a smoke committed. They're trying their best to soften him up a bit here. As Thug does have his coil, I guess maybe they're hoping for some sort of potential. And EGM's here. He's got dust. He shoots it off right now. Coil is going to be hopping in, and Spartan also shows up. They will tether, they will heal, and they will wait for maybe an opportunity to respond. But nonetheless, it is going to be Finem who will survive in a situation where it could have been an easy kill on that Ricky. Top lane, also Loda getting beaten quite a bit. Ake waits though and reserves the Sunray.
Yep. And this is one of the heroes that's really good at just pushing the Phoenix, where you can use Crippling Fear and Void to cancel Ray. I really do love Night Stalker picks against the Phoenix.
Yeah, Skylark has been confidently very far forward in this lane. So he hasn't really been too worried about pulling back. He hasn't moved to any other lane. It is the first Nightfall, but seems pretty content and just sitting in his lane and farming up.
Yep, it's really nice too. He's almost level 6, whereas Spectre and Phoenix are level 4. Like, what is going on in this situation? Like, crushing offlane for him. 32 and 10 right now, whereas Loda's only 22. I mean, this is...
Well, they might get something for themselves now. They're looking to make a goof for Skylark. Maybe next time he's here, he will get the Cloud to cancel the beam. Very nice there for the Ricky, but now the Ricky.
So that's 6.
I mean, they're winning in the farm department for all 3 lanes. I mean, Jug, Puck, and Night Stalker just a moment ago were the top 3 as far as CS goes, and about the top 3 for net worth. But you know, the supports are the ones that have been kind of suffering because they've been, you know, doing so much work, hopping around all of the lanes. They've never really spent any me time, so they definitely need to play a bit of catch up here. Luckily, they have the tomes to help a bit, but they are going to need to find some time to build DXP and get these level 6s together will definitely escalate Finem's fight potential. He sees Ake TP, but he will let him go. But nonetheless, if they want to be able to get the most out of the next nighttime phase, having those level 6s would be pretty essential.
Yep. And the bottom lane, you can't really roar him because there's the healing ward right behind.
Top lane, relocate. First one of the game, looking to go for Loda. Hitting Alliance where it hurts, and they will succeed. Rotations will come in. S4 is already here. EGM shows up. But it looks like Finem have already gotten what they want. And they are going to be heading right back out. A successful gank by them takes down the Spectre.
Really nice too. And they were trying to make a return play on the bottom lane for Bulldog and Ake. They were just a little bit scared when they relocated back down. And this is just really good play coming in from AF. Now they don't have the nighttime to work with for another 2 minutes when it comes down here. So as long as they can get their levels and they get loaded to level 6, start pressuring around the map. And they desperately need to. They need to stop the bleeding, and then they need to start finding these pickoffs.
And for maybe next time, he's the intriguing one. Can't help but watch at all moments because he keeps driving from lane to lane here, and usually by the side of Ake, as we see right now. And now the jump in from Spartan, they feel pretty good making their move. There's going to be the jump, there's the smoke, and man, Ake just hits the ground fast. Look at this turnaround roar play though from Bulldog, will lead to a kill for him as he leads out with the axes after. Alliance will get themselves a kill. It feels like it's been a while though.
That was really not worth it at the end of the day, because that was a dominating streak going over to Bulldog, who's going to have a really fast time through now. That is very worrisome for AF.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And we'll just see though if as Skylark heads back to the top lane, he already has a point booster built up towards that future Agnum Scepter.
Oh,
relocate for Loda. Nowhere feels safe, and they'll get him again. AF continue on their warpath. It's a killing spree now in order for the Juggernaut. They're not done yet. Silence Rift from Thug, looking for a follow-up burst. They are going to be able to take the Riki down. The Sunray will fly. Good heal comes out. Beautiful catch from the Madara on this one, and they will take him down. It turns into a double kill for S4. Alliance finally find a bit of revenge and a good fight back here after losing Loda.
He tethered the creep instead of Madara to live there, and that would have been a really good trade. The spec for the Riki, but very unfortunate. And yeah, this Vanguard on S4, I don't know how you're gonna kill this monster now. Very tanky.
It's almost looking like one of those things that they may have to just save him for the final part of the fight. Not someone you definitely want to be committing too much for, or at least trying to pick off first. But now it's Alliance here, making their advancement for their first tower of the game, this tier 1 tower in the mid lane. And it looks like they will get it. Renee will not respond, and now Alliance will take their business elsewhere. So a good momentum swing their way, but it is Nightfall again. And we have level 6s for the Radiant side. We'll see how much work they can get done. Any chance that maybe next time can maybe scout out some vision here on for Loda. They will have the global presence from that Wisp. They're going to see Loda in the top lane, so I hope TPs are ready here from Alliance. No TP on Ake or EGM yet, though, so Loda better be careful.
They're making a path.
They're thinking about it.
The trees, cut
Loda's
the trees.
Like, I will just go for this creep. No problem at all. And now comes the relocate. There's the silence, and suddenly everyone shows themselves, and Loda will be able to walk through the trees because it's a Spectre thing, kind of, you know.
Mid lane, 2 Thug dead, and they managed to find him out. Nice roar coming in from Bulldog while that was going on.
And one of those situations where Alliance recognize the jump on the top, so they make their move mid lane. And they're going to be the one to succeed. And they're looking to reward themselves with a nice little +1 on this tier 2 tower. Nearby is Riki, though. He makes his jump for Bulldog here. There's the smoke, turnaround Sunray. The Jug ult will fly, and Omni Slash will help secure the deal on Bulldog. But now they got the dust and the turnaround. Spartan tries to help, but it's not going to be enough. Now dominating S4's Viper. Him and his support team will get the hell out of there. But You know, a 1-for-1 trade nonetheless.
Luckily, they had the moderate level 11 ulti there, else it would have done absolutely nothing because there was so many creeps around, but managed to get Bulldog, at least a good return kill for them. And doing a really good job from AF. They're not letting Loda free farm at all in this game, and still hasn't come to a team fight. 10 minutes in the game. This is very underwhelming Spectre right now, and they're having a hard time. But as I say that, here they go. They're gonna try to make a play, try to get something done. They have vision.
They better
Maybe
have a
next
sentry
time.
down though. Uh-oh. Hey guys, what are you doing? Okay, well, obviously.
Well, here comes the sentry
AF,
though.
no, uh-oh. And he's dead, okay. Well, the first time he went in there, he knew he was fine, but the second time is when him shows up with a sentry board, and they are quickly awarded with the kill. Now, Alliance will see that and recognize that, well, you know, they know we're doing this. Can we take it down fast enough? Spartan shows himself. They're going to commit the roar, and they're going to take down him too. Those supports will drop, and Alliance get right back to work.
Yep. It's one of those situations that it's hard to contest when you've already fed your Ricky and you're not in position. Like the Pugs top lane, and like we talked about, they thrive on single target pick. When Alliance is grouped up like this around the Roche pit, their team fight is
Not too phased. Thug continues his push through this top lane now. Start tickling at this tier 2. Still holding his veil, but we'll see if he's going to be able to kind of put together something like a blink dagger for his benefit here soon. But what is the next peaking window, would you say here?
Bottom lane. They
managed to already take down Loda's Aegis, yeah. And now Madara is going to be slowed up from S4. Spartan's going to be forced to step in and save him.
But that was just a relocate back, so
okay.
Wisp will be fine at least.
All
but
right,
that's going to be the
nice,
tower gone.
Yeah.
Lane.
Tower will go down, but they take the Loda Aegis.
And
Thug continues to work at
too.
this top tier 2, yeah, though, but he's been here this whole time, pushing and farming it down. And with the help of Spartan, it could be a trade. It will be. Alliance are still working on this tier 1. AF will do it even faster, and they're also pushing the mid lane tier 2 as well. They're hungry for money though on the side of Alliance here. I mean, Loda's build-up, we already know, is to be a bit slow, and Spectre usually needs a longer build-up, but he's already committed now for at least a trusty Vite booster on the side, just so he at least has some more, you know,
Spartan
life.
I think one more tower hit. He took like 4 on the tier 2 tower. We know those things have buffed.
Alliance quickly take 2 towers too, and their party keeps going here in the bottom lane.
They don't have
will
TP
take their own
on
tier 2, so 2 towers apiece. And they're not done yet. Alliance are making the move in. They plop down a sentry, and they think they got a good fight here. At least confident to have S4 out in the front, tanking things up. I imagine. I figured Alliance would consider pulling off here soon, and it looks like they will.
They were forcing back the TPs. Yeah, they forced all the TPs back from AF, and that just allows them to free farm their jungle now and go back and farm the mid lane. It's a good play, not to go high ground, obviously, but to force it. So we didn't get to talk much about the Vanguard, did we? For the Juggernaut earlier. Dota.
Oh, you're right, we did not. I mean, obviously, we'll probably be converted into Abyssal Blade at a future date, but the early Vanguard pickup is definitely a bit unusual.
So the reason why he went for it this game, and I love that he actually did go back for the Battle Fury 2, because he realizes that this game could go later, and it's going to help out his farm. He has 147 CS, and Loda is at 73. He is so far ahead that he can potentially carry this game. And the reason why he went Vanguard is because, sure, if you get roared... Oh, top lane though. This.
They make their move in, a relocate is coming. And Thug looks to burst down S4 as he pops his new Crimson Guard. Still survives. Cloak and Dagger is also going to be committed for me next time, but eventually they will take down the Viper. And now with Skylark showing up, popping down the darkness and just shutting down Alliance, the egg will crack, Loda will fall, and quickly, that's 4 down. Could be 5 if they stop EGM here, but they won't. Huge fight for AF.
Man, Skylark MVP of that team fight, as well as just the relocate command. He silenced Bulldog right as he was getting the roar off on Thug. They already took out the tanky Viper, as all things as the started. That was really nice, and this is getting scary now for Alliance. Loda's not getting any farm. He's not transitioning. He's not even going for Radiancy anymore. That's how hard he's been shut down. He's level 9 at 19 minutes in the... That is third.
It's not looking good here, and this is an elimination match for Alliance. One of the teams, you know, who is the favorite of this qualifier. Direct invite to Manila, and here they are struggling a bit with the Greeks, and we know these teams have been grinding out these qualifier games, and they are definitely tuned in to this current meta and definitely well practiced. And we'll have to see if the response is going to be coming out. This time, no, you know, Bulldog, Lone Druid to fall back on. We know that the ceiling for a Viper only goes so high, Ryu. Sometimes we see those battle-built Vipers, but they really also are just not the big, you know, the real thing.
No.
When you have a Spectre on your team, this is the one true force you're hoping to kind of, by this point, be sporting a Radiance and being able to start putting together the pieces to, you know, be a factor in the late game. But at the rate it's going right now, you know, this Night Stalker is more scary.
Yeah, when your Viper is the highest net worth in your team, when it's far along in the game. But up to see, they have eyes, they have vision, they have the gem too. Yeah, they have the gem too for Skylark, so they're about to deward this if they want to. But they really want to set up. They have the relocate. Oh, they're gonna scout out the smoke too. Surprised maybe next time didn't break it there.
Nope.
There he goes.
It breaks now. Do they have a dust? They do. Maybe next time he's in trouble. He goes right into Cloak and Dagger. Now the Haunt comes out. Loda thinks about committing for Skylark here, but they still haven't even finished. Maybe next time, who jukes back out the other way. They're going to leave EGM and Ake to finish the job there while they move forward for Spartan. That will lead to 2 kills, 2 supports for Alliance. That's pretty good. I mean, AF did spot that smoke play, but it looks like they couldn't make it away from trouble fast enough.
I'm curious to see what AF are going to do now. It was nice of Alliance to make that play, but now you don't have your Haunt, now you don't have your Roar, your Necros. So, and with the only killing the support now, are AF going to immediately go somewhere now? As we talked about it, like how are AF going to go high ground? And there's only one tier 2 tower left on Alliance side that they... But I guess I'll go back to the Vanguard question now. We have a little bit of time here.
Yeah.
I mean, we can't even talk in this game at all because there's constant action. But the Vanguard talked about it. If you get roared and you're not able to get relocate safe fast enough, then you're just going to burst it down. So it was a really nice pickup. And I don't think Drums is good enough anymore for the stats. Sure, it's good for team A, and you're trying to chase constantly, but I just think the Vanguard was really good because you do that more regen and sustain. So I like the item. S4 getting scouted. Yep.
And as they move in now, they'll slow him down and relocate. Also going to be committed for this one. It's Mandara and Spartan here. Omni Slash will quickly go out. The Crimson Guard does a nice job mitigating the damage, but now the Roar follow-up will quickly get rid of the Wisp. Good egg from Ake here. They are going to get a mega kill on for the Jug, but can they take him down in the end and get a big piece of that money pie? Alliance want it, but it looks like it might not be so easy. You know, Loda's still not in huge fighting shape, and they've already committed their big ultis, and now Thug shows up. They get the burst, the rift here for Bulldog. They'll be able to sidestep and blink back into safety. And Alliance might have just gotten themselves out from what could have been a pretty sticky situation. But nonetheless, they do walk away with the better trade once again. They do lose S4, though. And, you know, for Radiant, they continue to kind of show their dominance here.
At least it was only S4 going down this time. If Loda dies another time there, you're starting to get really worried. This game where he's not making any item progression. Eyes on Bulldog. And it was
Get
really
that
nice.
bird out of here. Damn.
That was just... Bulldog went for Necro 2 first and then Blink. I'm not sure how I feel about that when they're field, but he realized he needed some form of initiation extra because against the Night Stalker kind of screwed him in that one situation.
And they don't have really any other initiation aside from a haunt, but the haunt isn't a very scary haunt at the moment, so they need some way to kind of get the fight started. Or maybe if there's going to be some sort of Roche play in the future, they would love to have Bulldog to be able to get himself in a good position to lead things out. And speaking of Roche, Spartan will take care of this pesky boar so they can eyeball exactly when it's going to be back up. It's getting close, and Alliance have already smoked and start heading that way. We'll have to see if they can manage to get the catch here. Close by is Spartan. Oh, and then now they make their go. There's the roar, and Spartan's dead. Okay, that was fast, and they're hoping for more here, but Jug is not going to be an easy target unless they want to, you know, somehow refresh the roar. That's not going to be the case this time. And, well, now suddenly the rest of the Radiant show up here. Alliance might need to consider pulling out and getting straight back. They have a numbers advantage, but especially if this Wisp comes back, he could relocate in, and Alliance could find themselves into a little bit of trouble.
It was good of Bulldog not to pop that Necro 3, so they still have that to work with. That'll help them a lot for DPSing down the heroes, mana burning too. But yeah, it's a situation where Alliance needs to back off. They don't have their haunt up. Nighttime, they don't have the superior vision. Now it's daytime, no haunt. 11 a.m. This is Alliance's prime time now. Take this.
They go for the Roche here. They need this. If they don't get this, then AF could use this Aegis to potentially begin to ascend into the high ground, and then that's where Alliance can really begin to struggle. They start to dish out the damage. It's not the best. A jump in from Ricky to quickly take out the bird, and now Alliance realize that trouble could be approaching. Roar just for the Jug. They followed up with a multicast, and quickly they'll reposition him, and now Alliance are just halfway committed between doing the Roach and taking this fight. There's going to be the Omni delivered to Spartan. Spartan's going to go ahead and get him. The Clipper case, he's good. Aki finds a good spot to egg. Oda tries to hide under and retreats backing out. Looks like it'll be 1-1 apiece, but they've already lost their hardest hitter in S4. And now they could get a good takedown. They grab the Jug kill, and Alliance are looking for more. The dog is going to be forced to retreat, and Alliance might have just won this fight. And now they can step back and make a go for the Roche and finish it.
All these heroes are just so tanky. Oh, they have Gem onto EGM. Rip.
And they'll get another freebie on that one, taking down the Ricky. Alliance now, okay, the farm comes together, and Lotus net worth begins to go back up on the rise here. It's a good step in the right direction. In this case, I would say it's what, step number 2 of a 5-step program? That seems fair.
It could be a good program to be in, but still looking very good for Alliance in these situations where we kind of talked about it earlier, how AF need to be ahead like 15-20 kills at this stage in the game, where they're not. And that's a little concerning for AF because scaling, as we talked about it, Alliance have the superior scaling into this later stages of the game. Their heroes are very tanky, so it's hard for them to get any burst damage. So it's kind of like all on this Juggernaut. And there's still a good timing window for Juggernaut. Once he gets his Abyssal Blade next and one more item, he can potentially still carry this game solo. But after that, it's going to be nigh impossible. So they have another good 20 minutes here for AF before you have to start panicking.
So with that little bit of wiggle room, we'll see what they can do with it. Oh, they gotta be careful. EGM has that gem. Maybe next time immediately heads up and above to avoid crossing paths. But they will scout out that the most of Alliance is up here. And looks like they used to relocate, but just for some splitting farm.
Oh, he's going for Butterfly. Butterfly Jug. I really like it in this game. It's a lot of physical damage coming out from Alliance. Dead extra evasion. Could be the item they really need.
Yeah, it is going to be a bit though before something like that comes into Alliance possession here. But darkness will fall, and there'll be a gathering here from Alliance. It looks like Ake holds the smoke. And as they're going to be considering going for it though, look who's hanging out nearby. Maybe next time. Is close here with the Night Stalker. If Alliance want to make a move now, it might be spotted out. Oh, and they go for it. Just as the Ricky's heading out though, Ricky kills it. And now we'll see. I don't know, it's a long journey here for Alliance. They still have a couple of towers here in the top lane to go for though, which is kind of free money for them. And it looks like that's what they're going to be going for here. I don't know if they're hoping to bait out Loda first. And it looks like that could be the case. They'll have Loda kind of go for the sieging to finish off the tower. And oh, they see a courier.
Good old
The courier also sees the bird.
Roar. Blank roar.
Go.
Oh.
Go.
Oh,
And,
that's a butterfly.
That's the, as you mentioned, butterfly going down. Good spot out there from Bulldog. And while this happens, we already have a high ground siege though from AF. This Jug is starting to siege away at this tier 3. Alliance will get that tier 1, but they have to quickly pull back. And they'll zone things off with a cloud, so. Alright, a mild siege comes out. Oh, 2 towers go down actually. Alliance get 2 towers. Man, they took that second tower real fast.
It's still a good trade for AF. They can't fight into the Aegis, and they force them back. And with the courier going down like that, you have to make as much time. Oh, Loda down here, but they could probably run. He has Aegis still.
It does not look like Skylark wants to run.
No, they're running.
And now they
heard me. It's just they don't have vision of where Alliance are, and killing them once isn't enough.
We have a gem now for Skylark, so at least he can use that with his ridiculous night radar. And at least clear the path here up in the woods. But Alliance are starting to come on their own advancement here down the mid lane. Looking to rid of the final outer tower here for the Greeks. And we'll have to see. I don't think it's good timing yet for Alliance to siege into high ground territory, but I suppose, you know, with the Aegis in hand, might as well put it to some use. Loda goes right in, and they begin to go to work on this tier 3. We'll see what Finem can do. They don't really have the best team for a high ground defense. They have Puck to kind of start things off, but I'm curious to see if they have a good answer for this Alliance push.
Oh, they're just gonna go for that. They actually gonna get the Rex on the top lane.
Oh wow,
you're getting
much
ratted.
faster. Man, Madara hits real fast. Alliance could be in trouble here.
They eradicated bottom.
The global goes out, and they're going to try their classic play where they go to the bottom lane right after. They split up and apart, and now Alliance make the move to the mid. And we'll see. Back at the racks they go. But look who's back at top lane. They're going to get the racks themselves. It's a racks apiece, possibly. Yeah, Alliance will get the mid racks.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
We'll see if they're satisfied with that. No, they're not. They're going bottom. Oh, they see the TP now. Oh, Thug jumps in, no coil, but he gets the wrist silence, or forward. Madara also wants to square up. He's going to lose his ward.
Oh my,
He's a lot of damage, but he gets the Crimson help from S4. And now they look to Ake. Ake might need the egg if he wants to live, but he'll probably save it. And he will.
Oh boy, this Juggernaut is getting super scary. He's going to have his Butterfly plus a Basher, and they got the Rex top. 4? Hey S4 buddy. Alright, I wanna hug you. Come back.
He's running. Jug's real fast though. He gets the one hit in, but that allows some time for them to get close enough. They have good assistance there with the Force Staff, but the chase still continues. Oh, tricks of the trade. So Bulldog's not going to be able to roar.
Spartan.
It looks like that will be the end of the chase. I say that, but Spartan,
he relocated to the bottom lane by himself.
Uh-oh, okay.
That was funny.
Alright, he's back out.
I think he wanted to bring Juggernaut, but he messed up.
So it's a Rax for a Rax, though, in the end. And a Tier 3 also going down on Alliance's side here in the bottom lane. And if we look at the net worth overall, it's really not far off each side. I mean, they have a 2,500 net worth advantage or so for Radiant. And the XP obviously still mostly on the jug as far as where the favor goes, but this game is still not over for one side or the other. Alliance have still got themselves back into at least a pretty damn good spot, though things, as you can see, could be very scary with any sort of commitments they make.
This is, yeah, dead even. When I say dead even, it's a very close game right now. Very close. And it's hard to say who has the edge. It's going to come down to initiations more so. And there's just a lot more opportunities, I think, for AF to win this game in the next 10-15 minutes than there are for Alliance, because they have the Lincolns on the puck. They even have the Lotus Orb on the Night Stalker. They have a lot of ways to disengage this Beastmaster Roar. And then now you have Madara, who's just top dog. Like, and there's not a real way to kill him. I don't think even if they roar him, they can burst him down in enough time. And then you still have the Wisps relocate behind him. So AF are in a very good position now to put a lot of pressure on Alliance.
And, well, we'll see what AF wants to do with the advantage and this strong jug. New Roche timer is about to pop up. It's about 1.5 minutes. So they will have to wait a little bit here, but it's probably something that Finem are going to hold out for. But you're right, I mean, they are the team that seem to have the bigger guns, if you will. Alliance, though, not looking to be taken out so easily here. Radiant's now in hand for Loda. Been a bit, but he has one now. So he'll have his own evasion to share, and a good way to kind of do some work on some of these more flimsy supports. You know, thankfully for Spartan, he has a Glimmer Cape to work with, but you know, it is something they'll have to be careful about. I mean, even Ricky only has 1,000 life to his name.
Yeah, speaking of Ricky, he went for a blink. I was thinking, hey, what are you doing maybe next time? Are you going to save for a Diffusal Blade? That could have potentially done a lot of work in the team fights, but instead he's just going to go for the Blink Dagger. So it's all about positioning him and setting up these big smoke screens and trick to trade plays right now. She's been a very big nuisance, I must say, in these team fights, things considered. And I think the Phoenix has been shut down successfully in the stun ray department, but not the egg department. That's the thing where Ake has still
wrap
showing.
Around.
Oh,
They
gonna
could
do
wrap
it?
all the way up and around here. I don't know. Alliance are already beelining their way back. And maybe next time we'll be able to get a ward inside the base here. It's probably going to get spotted here in just a second, but it will be spotted. But at least they'll have the intel to see that Alliance have returned. And now they'll see that Roche is up. So they force Alliance back inside the base. And it looks like they might just blitz for the Roche and get the Aegis on their side as fast as possible. And indeed, that's what they do.
Yeah, he's just creating space now for maybe next round. Show top. He wants Bulldog to think that he's there, and then now he's gonna actually not gonna scout it out.
Can they get it in time? Loda
This is gonna
on
be
route.
scary.
He has the haunt. He's gonna be spotted out from Skylark here. Dagger, Bulldog waiting to jump in with the roar. They make their go. Madara's in trouble. Alliance are looking to step in. The egg to the high ground now. It's
They're going for the
Rax.
Rax.
The Roche pit. The Roche is going to be going down. It's the Dire who grab it, and it's Loda who picks up the Aegis. Cheese is still out. Alliance will still get that one. Spartan hangs on the high ground and waits here.
Bulldog
This is
did.
an unfortunate disaster.
S4 is gonna go down too. He's got the Abyssal Blade. Crits to the face.
Ooh,
Low.
force away.
Flutter.
Spin
Oh,
finish him
baby.
off.
Go get that TP.
Looks like he's good. He's got to get it and go. He gets a Rax. And that'll be the end of it. My God. So Alliance managed to get in. They contest the Roche. They get
Oh, I
it for
just
themselves.
BKB'd.
They still have the Aegis, and then oh, Madara gets his BKB and then uses it. That's unfortunate. Yeah.
And he spawns the cute little kitty.
He had to warm it up first, you know.
Oh yeah, he warmed that up.
What do you think, though? So at the end of that, I mean, they get another Rax here in the bottom lane. It's a melee one, too, so it will definitely help keep the pressure on the side of Alliance, but, I mean, it looks like they're already getting back in action right now. They have a DD rune here on the Jug. I mean, is it continue to go here for them while they still have this opportunity? You don't want to risk Loda being too much of a problem. He gets the Lincolns up now. There's the jump in, the save from Spartan. He's going to pull them back into more of a safety area as the Cloud is also going to separate the rest of Alliance here. They can't await the jump back here from the Wisp, but they're going to be able to lock him in his place before he can make it away. Ooh, they almost get him! But he will make it out. Tricks to the Trade going to be popped in the mid lane. And Alliance consider making a move out. Looks like the situation will be diffused a bit.
That was very scary for
Jump
me.
in from Bulldog.
Oh.
He gets quickly silenced. He doesn't even have the roar. Haunt will be there. Loda commits in towards Thug, but Thug will make the long jump away to safety. Oh, and that's going to be a Haunt on cooldown. Oh, I don't know if that was worth it.
Yeah, that was completely not worth it. Now you have Madara's BKB back up. They'll have relocate up soon too. This could be a good time for them to try and siege. And I mean, this game is action-packed at times. We haven't get to talk about like all the items, but
yeah,
Viper had his Hurricane Pike finished 10 minutes ago or something. That was, I haven't got to see it in play yet. He's only done it defensively for himself.
Yeah.
Now he's got the assault. So trying to tank up as much as possible against this Juggernaut, and it's a good item choice here to help out. He needs to have as much armor as he can to withstand this Juggernaut right now. Oh, mid lane, this be it.
Mid lane, Darkness is going to be popped. He'll look to make a quick go. S4 is going to use his Pike, but it shoves him back. Pops his Crimson. He's soaking up all that damage pretty nicely with the assistance of Ake coming in. Now Loda shows his face, but S4 could be in trouble. He's hard to bring down, but they'll finally get him. Coil going to be committed as Loda will get the finish on Skylark, and now Thug is getting caught up in the mix. Bedard turns back to the egg. We'll be able to take it down. Double kill for him, and he's going to go for Bulldog. Making an ultra kill. He's going for Loda. Loda's not going to make it away. He gets stunned and taken down. That's an Age who's going to be committed. Can they make it possibly a Ravage for Madara? It looks like he will be able to make it through the trees. A jump forward, though, from maybe next time. And I think they might have to let him go.
Buybacks.
Alliance take a hard hit.
Who do we got buybacks? We need them. ASAP.
Buybacks on 3. And there goes 2. EGM still has one. We'll wait for now, though, but now the Jug begins to go to work on this tier 3. There's going to be no Roar, no Egg, and I don't know if they have a good way to stop this. Loda is going to have his Haunt here in 1 second. The Raxes are in trouble. Now the Haunt going to come out. Madara has his eyes on the prize, he has his eyes on the grand final, and he's just going to keep going for the Rax. EGM and Bulldog both trying to stop him, but they can't. The Swordsman gets the job done, and he's just walking away. Pops his BKB, says, get that out of the way, Aki. Bulldog will be there to save him with the Roar. But it's Megas. Almost,
No.
Almost Megas. There's one more ranged Rax.
They need to just go all in now for Alliance. Down the middle, they can just push it out. It's actually very tough to say what they should do because you have buyback relocate potential in the back of Alliance's head because they're master rats, right? And they're like, well, the only thing left to do is actually to go down mid. And it looks like they might try to go for the relocate play with Juggernaut.
Okay, well, I will
keep that.
Keep an eye here on the Alliance side. Everyone watch out now for the relocate closure. But here comes Alliance. They buy back from Jug. And it looks like they'll go for the defense instead here. Here comes Alliance now. Right for the jugular. Jump in early from Thug. Also a Cloud going to be committed. S4 begins to siege onto the tier 4. A move in, a Tricks of the Trade will force them to reposition and pull off. But Dar's creeping forward with the Glimmer, has an Omni. Everything is up and ready to work with. Alliance go right back to work on the tier 4s now. Glyph will be committed, they step back again. Very tense situation here for Alliance. If they want to stay alive in this tournament, they need to win this game. Tier 4.
She's on S4, by the way.
Okay. Jumping again from Thug. They now even have a Lotus Orb here to help out for this Jug. but S4 continues to grind away. Can he get it? It doesn't look like it, so if they slowly siege it, eventually they will make their move. A bounce back stun, and they will burst down Loda. A buyback, a lot to get him back.
He
to the
relocated
base.
out of
Obviously,
the egg.
Madara goes right for the egg, spins for it, makes his move forward. Thugs though getting slashed up, and it looks like Madara's in trouble. Trying to make it back for the fountain. It looks like he'll make it back to the safety zone, and now Alliance have to frantically go back towards the towers. Can they get the tier 4 down? Can they go for the shrine? They're going to be going for it here to stay alive. Can they stop him? They move in. They're going to pop the cloud. Now they focus the Bulldog down. They'll get him. Meanwhile, Loda's still going for the shrine here. S4 also
Our game
bringing a lot of attention his way. Loda's still going for it. Can they stop him? He's inside the shrine. They can't get him. He's inside the shrine attacking it as much as he can. Trump tries his best, but they all go down. They can't do it. Finem hold, and now they TP in to finish the game. Alliance have been eliminated from the Summit 5, and the Greeks move on to the finals to face Virtus Pro.
What a game. What a game. Those plays all around. Alliance had a chance to win this game, but man, AF, they showed us that Ricky is viable.